So today on First Cup, we've got jokes because it's Fri-Yay. We've got quotes because, well, it's somebody's birthday tomorrow. And we've got whatever you all bring to the table. So stick around. We roll in 15. What am I doing? I need to put cream in the coffee. That's what I need to do. Three, two, one. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Today is Friday. It is November 26th, 2021. My name is Jeremy. This is my first cup of coffee. Good morning, Daniel. Happy Consumerism Day. Happy Consumerism Day to you. Good morning, Andrew. Oh, I hope everyone had a wonderful Thursday, whether you're an American and you celebrated Thanksgiving, or you are non-American or did not celebrate Thanksgiving. I hope whatever yesterday was an enjoyable day for you. I celebrated Thanksgiving with some family, had some great food, played with a little kiddo. There was a dog, there was pie. I mean, it was a pretty solid day. It checked a lot of boxes. And I swung by the gym and moved. I won't even say I worked out because I didn't really work out, but I moved. I kicked a little bit because I've been sitting and eating all day, and I just, ugh. Good morning, Denise. Good morning, Stacy. And here we are. It's Friday, and again, it's a weird day for a lot of us in America. Daniel says, a dog and pie? I want in on this holiday now. Hey. Yes. Pie, dogs. I mean, the dog really isn't part of the holiday. The dog just happened to be there. Pie is definitely part of the holiday. Can you imagine serving a cake at the end of Thanksgiving? People would look at you like you were insane. And yet we celebrate most events with cake, but not Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving we celebrate with pie. Christmas, it's cookies. There's some manner of sweet dessert that like dials into everything that we do. Usually it's cake. Good morning, John. Good morning, Kelly. Daniel says, I've never had pumpkin pie. I do kind of want to try it. Pumpkin pie is amazing. It's really, really good. And Stacy is reminding all of us, happy publication day. Yes, today is the day that 12 Months to Health comes out. See, Andrew says Easter is cake. I disagree. Easter is about chocolate. Denise says, I feel cannoli is always appropriate for any holiday. I would agree. Cannoli is pretty darn solid. It's a great choice. Good morning, Jenny. Andrew says carrot cake for Easter. I've never been to an Easter celebration that served any manner of cake. Now, I'm Jewish, so maybe, maybe I'm not getting the full experience. Maybe there's, some behind the veil stuff going on here, but maybe I just don't know. Today is a weird day. So today's Black Friday. So we've got all these sales and everybody's buying stuff. I feel like Black Friday has lost a bit of its steam over the last few years, which I'm thankful for. People getting up and waiting in line in the cold to save $20 on a thing. I never really saw the value. I always felt like my time was worth something and far more than what I would save on whatever those things were. If there was a thing like, oh, come sleep out overnight and you can save $5,000 on this car. Yeah, that I might do. Not the way car prices are right now, but the return has to make sense. Oh, I got this pair of headphones for half off. So what'd you save? Like $30. How many hours did you wait in the morning? It's bragging rights. People like to brag about their suffering. This is something we've talked about this. We haven't talked about this in a while, but there's something in our culture. People like to brag about their suffering, about how broke they are or how terrible their upbringing was. And Black Friday and waiting in line is a way that they can, in a socially acceptable way, brag about their own self-induced suffering. Spartan races, those kind of things, same deal. Mark says, good morning. I like cake. Hey, we all like cake. All right. So apparently carrot cake for Easter is a thing. I just wasn't spun up on. Jenny says yes. Andrew says, I'm more of a fan of Plaid Friday. It's an effort to support local instead of big box retailers. Stacy says, hey, at least you've never had Easter bread with whole eggs dyed and in their shell in the bread braid. Tell me that's not real. And Daniel is chiming in pretty much with that, I think the way most of us treat Black Friday these days. I bought a juicer this morning. I wanted one anyway, and the model I've been eyeing for a few weeks, 20% off. Denise says she's never heard of cake on Easter either. Maybe it's a regional thing. Apparently, Easter bread is very real and very Sicilian. Well, Stacy's following up Andrew's comment about Plaid Friday with the link. And so what I wanted to do, and honestly, this is going to be more for the folks in the chat than those of you watching later, but I will read them. I'll mention them. I thought it might be fun if everybody brought some ideas for gifts for martial artists. Most of us, as martial artists, would love to give or receive a martial arts themed gift. Now, of course, there's plenty of Whistlekick stuff, and I hope that's on your radar. You've got the 12 Months to Health book, which rolls out today. But you've got plenty of other things. Some of those things will be directly martial arts related. Maybe they're from Century or Asian World or Hayabusa. And I hope people, yeah, do I want people to support Whistlekick? Absolutely. But do I want people to also support other martial arts businesses? Yes. So maybe your ideas come from that. But maybe it's something that is less directly martial arts, but still relevant. Maybe it's something that you want other people to get for you. So I would like to invite everyone to drop those links, or if you don't have a link, if it's an idea, in the chat, and I will read them. What martial arts gift ideas do we have that we can roll out to everyone? Commence. Daniel says, I'd like someone to bring me a new ankle as a gift. I think mine is broken. Does that count as a gift idea? No, it does not. I don't think, well, I'm sure we do have the technology for ankle replacement, but I'm not familiar with it. Knee replacement, hip replacement, sure. Ankle? I don't know about that one. I'm sure it exists. Someone out there has had their ankle replaced. If your ankle is busted, send me a message later as to what's going on with it, and I'll see what I can do. Well, not what I can do, but I'll see what you can do, and I'll tell you. Drop those links, people. Daniel sent me a picture. I don't want to see a picture of your gross ankle. What am I doing today? Today's a normal day of work for me. I'm going to try to get this, knock on wood, I'm going to try to get the sweatpants out today for those of you who ordered. I got to go to the bank. I got to go to the lumber yard. I tried to drop off. So, oh, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. That's probably from the cream. A little bit of phlegm. Gross. Good morning. I tried to drop off a bunch of donation stuff at a local thrift store. And I used to use this thrift store because they didn't care what time you drop stuff off. But apparently people are screwing it up, and now they have walls around the donation dock, loading area, and a door, and a sign that says only drop things off during these hours, basically when people are there, to make sure people aren't dropping off stupid things that cost them a bunch of money to get rid of, which means I couldn't donate anything yesterday, and it's 45 minutes away. So I'm not going back. I'm going to try to go to the Salvation Army today and drop off. They always treat me poorly. They always, the people receiving the donations at the local Salvation Army always act like I've, if I go to Burlington, I can use the Goodwill. The Goodwill up there treats people better. They're like, oh, yeah, we'll take this stuff. That's what we're doing. So Stacy says, this product and company is amazing. Locally owned and operated, amazing product. I swear by their Arnica products, bodyloungevt.com. And so here's the link, bodyloungevt.com/shop/Arnica-products. There we go. Denise says, I usually prefer experiences, so I was going to say dinner at Ninja, but apparently they did not survive the pandemic. I'm assuming Ninja is a restaurant with a martial arts theme. I am unfamiliar. This sounds like a New York, New Jersey thing that you all are mentioning. I'm thinking, it's funny, I put that out there and I didn't spend any time thinking about what I would get for martial artists in my life. Usually I just give them a sweatshirt with Whistlekick on it. But I don't have Whistlekick sweatshirts in a box in the garage anymore. Oh, apparently it is a restaurant, and they all dressed as ninjas. That sounds super fun. Let's bring that back. Is it sushi? Was it sushi food? Or was it just regular food that they chopped with a sword? Because that would also be super fun. I think the best stuff, if you know a martial artist, I think the best thing to do is to say, what would enable or motivate this person to train more, and get them that. For some people, it's, it could be something simple like a step counter. Oh, if I move more, right? Well, you can move more at home, kicking and shadowboxing. Oh, okay, I can do that. For other people, like I know Dennis, who I don't think is here this morning, has one of those mirror workout things. Looks like a mirror, but it's video. The brand is called Mirror. And he does a bunch of kickboxing workouts on it and really enjoys it. That's an at-home thing. It could be a stand-up heavy bag or a hanging heavy bag. It could be, hey, let's carve off this corner of the basement and set up a small training area. I think that's the best thing to work from. Work backwards from the person. What is their limitation to train more? And how do you address that? For a lot of people, it's time. Well, how do you deal with that? You give them an area, a dedicated area, with something that they can do at home. It doesn't have to be much. Andrew's giving excuses. I'm sorry I didn't do my homework. I didn't think of anything to drop for today. My dog ate my homework, and now he's coming up with something. Sation from Jesse Ancombe is having 20% off their store, though it still means their ghee is really expensive. Their ghee is expensive, but people seem to like it. So that's an option. I've been looking around at the Black Friday sales. There isn't anything that I see that's that great. Once again, it's, hey, do you want a big TV? How about a TV that's bigger and better than last year for another $800,000, $2,000? Buy this one and then take that old piece of junk and put it in the basement. I think I spent $450 on that TV like 2 years ago. It's still 4K. It does everything I need it to do. I don't need a bigger, better TV. we've got our sale. Has anybody looked at what the Whistlekick Black Friday sale is? I don't even know if it's posted yet. Code BF21 gets you half off all of our trading programs. Strength program. You can even get it half off the free flex program. It'll be half of the price of free, which is still free. So that brings, and they're all already under $100, but it brings them down to like really inexpensive. So you should do that. Half off training programs. You can gift them to someone. Daniel says, I would have done homework and found you some links, but I don't think they'd be much use to you. This doesn't have to be just links, everyone. This can be ideas. I'm sure whatever thing we can get here, you can get there, maybe from a different company, maybe it's a different iteration, but it's still there. It's still a thing. Something to consider. What else is going on? What's going on this weekend? So I've got a Friendsgiving tomorrow with some people I haven't seen in a while. In fact, I think I saw them I saw them over the summer. I saw a few of them over the summer. But it looks like it's going to be a fun time. I'm supposed to bring something. I think I'm doing a 7-layer dip. Because everything that so far is on the menu is like big piles of beef, which works well for most people. Doesn't work well for me. So I think I'm going to make some 7-layer dip. Bring that, a couple bags of chips. That'll be fine. That'll be good. Everybody likes that. Maybe I'll even reuse some of the layers and make it like 14-layer dip. Sour cream, guacamole, refried beans, cheese, salsa, olives, jalapenos. Yeah, there's your 7. And then maybe I'll throw something weird in the middle, like potatoes, mashed potatoes. Weird, everybody. I won't really do that. But with this group, I have the reputation that I would do something like that. So I guarantee every one of them, who made this dip? Jeremy. What's in it? Have I tried the Impossible Burger? I have. It's good. The Impossible Burger is good. I more so than the burgers, I get the sausages. There are actually a few different brands that are doing sausage. I try not to do that stuff very much because it's tasty, but contrary to what the companies are telling you, it's not really good for you. It's incredibly processed. It's got a lot of oil, a lot of really not so healthy oils. But I look at it the way I look at like a soda or M&Ms. You know, they're tasty. I'm not going to completely remove them from my diet, but I'm not going to build my diet around it. And I think they do have crumbles. I haven't used those because once I added ground turkey back in to my diet, everything that I would have used that stuff for, I use turkey for now. Stacy says, Jeremy, you have click. There we go. You have such an inner imp, and I love it. Well, thank you. Yeah, I enjoy bringing a little bit of chaos to people, not in a dangerous way, not in an unhealthy way, not in a mean way, but just enough to keep people on their toes. For example, I have no problem putting grilled banana on top of nachos and serving it to people, and then they take a bite. They're like, "What is that? A banana?" Yeah, it's actually really good. The salt and the fruit. We've talked about this before. Did I have ground turkey yesterday? No, I had regular turkey yesterday. Daniel says, a common gift for a kid that's recently started training is a rack to display their belts as the progress up the ranks. Yes, that is it. That is a good gift idea. Jenny says, I'll be honest, I forgot there was homework because I assigned the task to Matt. We haven't heard from him in a bit, and I thought he would be awake this morning to share with us. Turns out that sleeping 11 hours in 6 days, ooh, makes a person tired. Who knew? That's yucky. That's not enough sleep. That's not enough sleep for 2 days, let alone 6. Poor guy. Oh. Let's flip over. We got some stuff in here from Frank, and I want to make sure we do it. We've got jokes in it. Oh, I just saw Daniel's ankle. That's gross, dude. I'll write you back about that later. All right, so the jokes for Fun Day Friday. November is Aviation History Month, so I thought I would tell some Chuck Norris aviation jokes. I will almost guarantee these are all Frank originals. Chuck Norris doesn't request clearances. He states intentions. Chuck Norris has never landed with a crosswind. The wind would never dare. Oh, the wind would never dare get cross with Chuck. Sorry, I was on another line. When Chuck Norris flies, the altimeter setting is 00.00. Chuck Norris is never under pressure. Two-way contact for Chuck Norris is when he hits you with both fists simultaneously. Chuck Yeager broke the sound barrier with his Bell X-1 jet. Chuck Norris broke the sound barrier with his fist. Chuck Norris doesn't level off. He tells the altimeter to stop moving. That's the best one yet. Chuck Norris doesn't have emergencies, only moments of brief excitement. Chuck Norris cannot be tracked on radar. If he appears, it is too late. You're already dead. Those are awesome, Frank. Well done. Good morning, Andy. All right. Now, today, we can look to tomorrow. Saturday would have been Bruce Lee's 81st birthday. It's also World Martial Arts Day. And so we've got some quotes from Bruce Lee. Empty your mind. Be formless. Shapeless, like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, and it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now, water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend. This is probably his most famous quote, and I think it is overused, and I don't want to say misunderstood, because I think people get it, but I don't think they fully understand the elegance and the power of such a simple statement. We all know water's powerful. We all die without water, and yet it's not nourishing. It provides life, and yet it is so powerful it can carve canyons given enough time. It is infinitely adaptable, flexible, indestructible. You can't get rid of water. How do you break water? And very few of us aspire to be like water. I think we should. Water goes where it is easiest. It flows downhill. It responds, it reacts. Here's a suggestion. Take just a couple minutes today. Try to imagine your life as if you were water. Think of the challenges in front of you. What lessons can you take from water? There are times that you persist. There are times that you go around. There are times you sit and freeze. As I look outside at the frost on the tops of the grass. There's not much snow out there. Be water. Daniel's asking if anybody else is having poor video quality. It does not appear to be on my end, Daniel, but I can't promise. If I can get my garage cleaned up, I can take the next steps for making the super internet connection. All right. Other people are saying theirs is fine. So we're gonna blame the Brits on this one. Number 2, remember, success is a journey, not a destination. Have faith in your ability. You will do just fine. You ever talk to someone who is motivated only by an event? You see this a lot in fitness. Actually, we see this a lot in martial arts. People will buckle down. They'll train really hard for a competition or for testing. And once that's over, they stop. Because it's easier to wrap your head around doing something for a particular goal. It's motivating. It's powerful. I want to succeed in this competition. I want to succeed in my next testing. How about defining success as I'm going to try to get a little bit better overall every day, week, month? Do I consider myself a successful martial artist? Yeah. My ability to learn is intact. I develop new skills from time to time. Most of my old skills are still there. I can tap into them when I need them. I still enjoy training. And I've had the pleasure of sharing some of my knowledge with other people. That's not an end point. I don't put down all the things that are martial arts for me because that's happened. I do more of it tomorrow. And then I do more of it the next day. And I do more of it the next day. I'm still successful. It is still success. We did an episode a while ago, why people have a hard time with things that don't end. That may not be the exact title, but the general premise that a lot of people struggle with something that is indefinite. And it's why, as I think I've shared on the show, that there is a very good chance in some point in 2022, I'm opening a martial arts school again. One of the things that I expect will happen is we'll have a base of operations, and it'll probably be 1 day a week. And then as I wrap my head around that and we get better there, I'm expecting that we will find satellite locations, for lack of a better word, and run short-term programs there, probably 6 weeks. The goal being, some people will come in and that's all they're going to be able to wrap their head around. Well, I'll get them 6 weeks of martial arts training. But a few of them, probably 1 in 10, 1 in 20, will say, I want to keep going. Well, we've got this program over here on Wednesdays. You're welcome to come join us. Everything you learned here is transferable. We do all the same stuff. Really? I'll come check that out. Best of both. Stacy says, 1% better each time, says a friend of mine. That's the goal. It's attainable. I just want to get a little bit better. I just want to get a little bit better every day. We have time. We have plenty of time if we use it wisely. Most people wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, and they look for shortcuts and hacks, and they look for, how do I, what's the best? And then they're really behind the 8 ball, and now they don't have time for 1% better. But the people who did the 1% better, this is tortoise and the hare stuff. They're already there. And it was a lot easier. Find your goal, find the smallest visible steps, and take them. And you can apply that to anything in life. Hey, that sounds like a good formula for getting healthier. Someone should write a book. Oh, wait. It's exactly the premise behind 12 Months to Health. Very, very small steps. And we beat you over the head with the motivational and the informational aspect. And Andrew also says there's magic in slow. You guys are posting. Here we go. Daniel says, is there a book I can pick up about this? There sure is. Can somebody drop the link in the chat for everyone? So 12 Months to Health drops today. I hope you all grab it. One of the things that I noticed in the 12 Months to Health group, Facebook group that we've got going, is it looks like, and my favorite part about this, Jenny, I didn't have a chance to message you yesterday about this, but completely organically, it looks like people are stepping into this book, this program, and constructing some mutual support, some accountability. I absolutely love that. I really think we've got something here. I really think we're going to have an impact. But it takes people buying the book, doing it, doing the stuff that's in it, and talking about it, sharing it with people. It is a complete counter message to the way the rest of the world handles health. Take this pill, have this surgery, go on this crash diet. It's not sustainable. And as martial artists, I assume everybody here watching is a martial artist. As martial artists, we know that's not sustainable. I'm not aware of any martial arts school that does like, okay, here's your black belt week. We're going to start you at 0. And by the end of the week, you're going to know all your material for black belt. And we're going to test you and you're going to earn your black belt in a week. There's probably somebody that's done that. But the fact that we recognize that's not a real way to do it, we should be able to take that approach out into the rest of the world. It's not how the world works. It's not how what we do. It's not natural. Water doesn't carve through that canyon by waiting. It just sits there and goes splash, splash, splash a bajillion times. We don't get fit, however you want to define that, by taking a single action. When I wear this thing and I count my steps, I don't sit on my butt 6 days a week and then the 7th day go run a marathon. It's not only is it not sustainable, it's not natural, it's actually not healthy. It doesn't work well. It's hard to find the time to run a marathon. So Daniel's dropped a link to the book. Jenny's dropped a link to the Facebook group in there. And Daniel says, you probably find that class out there for just $5,000 for your black belt in a week. Maybe we should do that. Maybe I should start another brand that we can make fun of and do that stuff. No, I would never do that. Do you know how many ideas I've come up with that would be really good that we aren't doing because I have to be really careful about the messaging? Whistlekick is style agnostic. Whistlekick supports martial arts schools doing their martial arts in whatever way they want to. When I open a school, it's not going to be under the Whistlekick brand. Well, that was definitely my internet blinking out for a second. I blame that router, to be honest with you. Yeah, Dana says, because morals make it tough to make your millions. Absolutely. So I'm hoping all of you will grab a copy of 12 Months to Health. I hope you will read it. I hope when you get it, please leave a review. This is like the hardest part about selling books on Amazon, is that we get a book out there and until it has like 25 reviews, nobody pays attention. It's worse than product. Like I've done the product stuff. Like I know how to get 5 to 10 reviews on products. It's pretty easy. But man, is it hard to get people to leave reviews on books. Oh, I want to read the whole book first. And then they put the book down, they go away and they forget. But we can't harass them too much because everybody reads a book at a different length. And this is a book that is intended to take you a year to read. So please don't take a year to read it and then leave a review. Please take the year to read it, but leave a review as soon as you get what we're doing. Like, I don't know, the first week or two, please. Because if we can do that, and those of you who are going to get it ahead and flip through it a little bit, because that's probably most of you, please leave a review like ASAP, because most people are going to do best if they have this book in hand for January 1. Jenny, help me remember, and we'll keep mentioning it to people. Yes, I'm running long today. That's fine. Is there anyone in here that hasn't got a book? I don't know. Casper's saying, you can just sell black belts. You know, $1,000 for a black belt, no training, just money. I'm Casper, right now, I'm very happy I've got that year of German, because I'm picking out, there's some little bits that I'm picking out. I know you don't speak German. Well, actually, you may speak German, but just little language bits that are similar. All right, we've got one more. Got one more quote in here from Bruce Lee. Oh, I like this. Frank does a really good job ordering these for me, so thank you, Frank. Choose the positive. You have choice. You are master of your attitude. Choose the positive, the constructive. Optimism is a faith that leads to success. Oh, Casper says he does speak a little German. That's funny. There's a quote, and if you watch any of the motivational videos on YouTube, you will see this clip in it. And I don't know if it's originally attributed to him. I don't think it is, but it's Will Smith saying, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. Doesn't mean that believing in something guarantees that you will accomplish it, but it does mean that not believing you will do it means it's never going to happen. If I don't think I can open my own martial arts school, I'm never going to do it. If I don't believe this book is going to work, it's not going to. I have to find a way to believe in myself and my own actions and the things that I have control over. Else, everything else that stems from that doesn't work. This is why so many successful people seem arrogant to the people who are unsuccessful. I don't want to be successful if it means I'm going to be an arrogant jerk like that person or that person. If you want to accomplish absolutely big, massive things, you have to have tremendous amount of faith in yourself. You have to ignore what other people who are not successful and do not believe in themselves think. Let that percolate. What else am I doing this weekend? Going to a movie with a friend. I may try to find time for a hike in there somewhere. It is going to be cold though, cold and rainy. Maybe clean up around here a little bit more. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. Everybody grab a copy of the book. And if you can, today, please. For the first time, we've got one available in hardcover. We crossed that page count. So, paperback, hardcover, Kindle edition. For those in the right tier on Patreon, I will be posting the draft. Jenny, I need you to email me the latest draft so I can post that in there, please. It's just going to be a Word document. Please buy it anyway so you can leave a review, please. This book is everything that we believe collectively as a brand, philosophically, applied to something that is not just for martial artists. Remember, what is the goal of Whistlekick? To get everyone to train for just 6 months. How do we do that? Well, first they have to know we exist. They have to trust us. If this book goes somewhere and I end up on Pick Your Daytime Talk Show, do you not think that's going to turn into some people going, you know, maybe I will start training karate or taekwondo have been thinking about it. It's all stepping stones to the goal. Help us get there. If you believe that the world would be better with people training, help us get there. The Kindle version's what, $3.99? Are you willing to spend $4 to help us make the world a better place? And at $3.99, we make like 50 cents. Not getting rich on this. That's not the goal. I would love to sell a bunch of copies. I would love to have a book that breaks even. Ooh, that would be nice. Actually, Martial Artist Handbook might have broken even at this point. Only took 2 years. All right, guys. I think it's time. Daniel's asking, when's the audiobook out? I want you reading it to me. We're not going to do an audiobook on this one because the chapters are so short. If you take a look at it when you get it, the general format is it's closer. Think of it's like it's a program combined with a word a day calendar. So each day we're giving you reinforcement on why this action we're telling you to take happens. Why I think the one that we gave away was, yep, Jenny's confirming pricing. Ebook $3.99, paperback $10.99, hardcover $19.99. Oh, he was kidding about the audiobook. Okay. But the one that we gave away was start with when you get out of bed, drink a big glass of water. This is not rocket science. This is not stuff people don't know. But then we spend the next 30 days bashing you over the head with reasons to do that. Simple, water helps my body do this. Water helps my body do this. Water helps my body do this. In the hope that you find at least a few of those in there that you're like, oh, if I do drink that big glass of water in the morning, maybe that's going to help me improve this thing that this book is talking about that I'm experiencing. And it sounds simple. It sounds too simple, but it works. Because you never stop drinking that big glass of water. You hit month 2 and we give you another thing to do. You keep doing the water. And they're laid out in a certain format. And at the end of the year, by adding these 12 new, very simple, very inexpensive, most of them are free habits, you look back and go, huh, look how far I've come. 1% better. And Jenny's saying, powerful reasons, and reminding everyone that, yes, prices are going to go up after today. So do as Jeremy says and get it today. We wanted to offer it on launch day because we knew who's going to buy it on launch day. The people that are most supportive of what we do, our friends, our family. We wanted to make it as good as we can for those people. So thank you. Alrighty. This is the longest episode of First Cup we've ever had. 43 minutes. I'm going to let you all go. I hope you have a great day, great weekend. Hope you buy a book or 7. I hope to see you back here on Monday. Hope you leave me some stuff to talk about. Remember, code BF21, sorry. BF21 gets you 50% off all of our training programs, our strength program, our speed program, our endurance program, force, fast, fuel, as well as the free flexibility program, which is always free. Flex. We've got an apparel sale coming for Cyber Monday. Don't buy apparel between now and Monday. Okay, take a look at it. Actually, we've got a bigger sale on Monday. I think it's more than just apparel. I don't remember. But I will talk to you on Monday. So have a great weekend, everybody.